Well, I'd like to welcome you to day 4 of this year 2026 Consultative Forum. We've been at Ikeja, we've been at Lagos Island, we've been at Ikorodu, that was yesterday, and by the grace of God, we are here in EPE, the 4th division of the 5 that we're going to get their buy-in as to how 2026 budget is expected to be. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to this very, very important occasion. At this juncture, I'd like to welcome some of our dignitaries and invited guests here present. It gives me great pleasure on behalf of Mr. Governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, to welcome you to this event, as well as the Honorable Commissioner for the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget, Mr. Okpe George, on whose instance this is being done. This morning, I'd like to welcome someone representing the Honorable Commissioner. He's in no small feat, a very vibrant, energetic, and very cerebral special advisor to the Mr. Governor on Economic Planning and Budget. Please make welcome Mr. Olalekan Afiz Balogun. Please put your hands together for him. I also like to welcome the Chief Resilient Officer of the Lagos State Resilience Office, Mrs. Folayinka Daniel. Please put your hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen. I can see flanking the director as well as the SA, the esteemed directors from the Ministry of management staff of the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget. Please, let's give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to recognize respectfully our revered royal fathers here present. Please, let's make welcome His Royal Majesty Alayeluwa Oba Olukayode Olufolarin Ogunsanwo Alara of Ilara. Please put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. I also like to recognize His Royal Majesty Alayeluwa Oba Lukman Olayemi Adebambo, Oba of Araromi, Kingdom. Please, Kabiesio. I want to respectfully also recognize all our ballets here. If you're here, please, can you stand up for recognition? All our ballets, if you're here, please, can you give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? I also like to recognize and welcome with utmost respect the chairman of Lagos State Council of Tradesmen and Artisan, Engineer Lawrence Ajayi. Last quarter, Murobeni down ni Ọlọ́run yọ yín. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí last quarter. Ẹ ṣeun gan, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ fúnra yín látẹ̀wọ́ tó rìnlẹ̀ o. I also like to recognize very respectfully Chief Mrs. Folashade Tinubu-Ojo, Iyaloja General of Nigeria, represented here by Prince Seun Olowo Okere. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bá mi fún wọn látẹ̀wọ́ o. Aqua. Ẹ ṣeun gan. It gives me great pleasure as well to recognize the National Youth Council of Nigeria, EPE Division. I know their coordinator is also here. If you are here, please build the youth. Tẹ́bá fẹ́ sọ fúnra yín ẹ sọ dáadáa o. Bush wants in so no. Please, I'd like to welcome Alhaji Hamzat Aziz, the CDAC Chairman, Lagos State. Please give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. I also like to recognize civil society groups here this morning, and of course, people living with disabilities. Please, if you are here, can you give yourself a round of applause? We're happy to have you here this morning. I've just been informed that the Abowa of Agbowa, ably represented here by Chief Engineer Shakiru Kunle Odufowora Aro of Agbowa Kingdom, is here. Please, can you give him a round of applause? You are most welcome here today. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I like to say at this juncture that what we are doing here is very, very significant. Before I continue with my introduction, I'd like to recognize, please, can you recognize Thank you very much. When you see the representative of the people, you know it is quite obvious. And there's no doubt that Honorable Wale Raji has done well for his people. If you are happy to see him, can you please give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you. At this point, please, can we make our way to our seats while we get this program started? Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Let's find our way back to our seats. We appreciate if you do. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'd like to recognize Alhaji Wasas Odeyemi, Alhaji Ibrahim Wasas Odeyemi, APC leader Eredo. Please, Wasiu Odeyemi, can you give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? We recognize you, sir, very much. I also like to recognize His Royal Majesty Alayeluwa Oba Babatunde Olaogun Ogunlaja, Alade Shoyin of Odo Noforija. Please, Kábíyèsí o. I'm also aware that His Royal Majesty Alayeluwa Oba Adebowale Adeshina Suleiman is here, Omola of Odomola. Please, can you give him a rousing welcome? Kábíyèsí o. It gives me great pleasure as well to welcome and recognize respectfully a member of the Governor Advisory Council, Alhaji Akoni Seriki. Respectfully, we welcome you. Can you give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? It's good to see Honorable Wale Raji, a member representing this constituency. It's a pleasure to have you here with us this morning. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please, can we make our way to our seats while we continue with this program? So we want to get this program continued respectfully. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen of the media, we appreciate you very much and will say thank you for being here today and God bless you. I'd like to perhaps draw attention to the reason why we're here today, and it is for a very simple reason of having the buy-in of the people towards the development of Lagos State. It is in the culture of this administration to advance the Themes Plus agenda. And the reason is very simple. How do we go about this if we don't get the buy-in of the people? I wish to state clearly that this gathering is one of the major ways of advancing the cause of this state and to get you to pitch in and do the needful in terms of telling government what you want. And I think this is the best way to go about it. For being here today to contribute, please, can you give yourselves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? I would like to say that it gives great pleasure to welcome you. My name is Joshua Morakinyo, and I am a broadcast journalist and the compere for this event, and it gives me great pleasure to do this morning. Before I invite our director for the welcome address, I would like to recognize the vice chairman of Eredo Local Council Development Authority, Honorable Lateef Adesonya. Please, can you give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? At this point, I'd like to welcome to the stage for the welcome address a director in the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget. Coincidentally, he is also the director of budget in that wonderful ministry. Please make welcome Mr. Femi Orojimi for the welcome address. Can you give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Let's clap, let's clap, let's clap, let's clap. Let's make him welcome. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the arrival of His Royal Majesty Alayelua Oba Kamarudin Ishola Animashaun, the Oloja of Ekpelan. Please, can you give him a round? Kábíyèsí o. It gives me great pleasure as well to welcome His Royal Majesty Alayeluwa Oba Mushafiu Abdul Adewale Mushafau Abdul Adewale Olofin Ajayi of Orugo. Please, can you give him a round of applause? Kábíyèsí o. Please, I'd like to welcome as well His Royal Majesty Alayeluwa Oba Adeniyi Maruf Adelani Adegbajo of Odo Bawojo. Please, can you give him a round of applause? Kábíyèsí o. Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome as well His Royal Majesty Alayeluwa Oba Akanni Abdulrazak Onijeru of Igbohoye. Kábíyèsí o. You are most welcome, sir. Please, we'd like to welcome as well former Commissioner for Housing, Lagos State, Mr. Dele Onobokun. Please, can you give him a round of applause? You are most welcome, sir. We appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir. Please, let's make welcome His Royal Majesty Alayeluwa Oba Ganiu Asumo Aderibigbe Ayondelu of Odo Ayondelu. Kábíyèsí o. You are most welcome, sir. We appreciate your presence here today. Thank you very much.
Good morning, distinguished guests. We need to give honor to whom honor is. And before I start the speech, I would like to recognize the member of House of Representatives, our Honorable Wale Raji, who is here with us. And also here with us, Governor Advisory Council, GAC member, Alhaji Akanni Seriki. We have also in our midst here, our former Commissioner for Housing in Lagos State, Honorable Jelil Dele Onobokun. You are welcome. Also here, our Kábíyèsí Kadipe Lorisa, Keeper Takpelese. We'd like to recognize His Royal Majesty Alayeluwa Oba Kamaldeen Ishola Animashaun, the Oloja of Ekpelan. Welcome. His Royal Majesty Alayeluwa Oba Babatunde Olaogun Ogunlaja Aladesoyin of Odo Noforija. His Royal Majesty Alayeluwa Oba Olukayode Olufolarin Ogunsanwo Alara of Ilara. His Royal Majesty Alayeluwa Oba Ganiu Asumo Aderibigbe Alayondelu of Odo Ayondelu. His Royal Majesty Alailua Oba Monson Owolabi Saheed, ably represented by High Chief Shakil Ule Odufowora. His Royal Majesty Alailua Oba Mushafau Abdul Adewale Olofin Ajayi of Orugbo. His Royal Majesty Alailua Oba Lukman Olayemi Adebambo, Oba of Araromi, Kabiyesi. His Royal Majesty Alailua Oba Deniyi Maruf Adelani Adebajo of Adegbajo of Odogbawojo. His Royal Majesty Alailua Oba Adebowale Adeshina Sulaiman Omola of Odumola. Also here in our midst, His Royal Majesty Akinyelua Oba Akoni Abdulrazak Orijeru of Igoye. All Baale in Epe Division here presents. You are welcome. No, I mean to mention we have Alhaji Hamzat Assis, CDA Chairman, Lagos State Engineer Lawrence Ajayi, Chairman La Costa. We also have here Chief Mrs. Folashade Tinubu Ojo, Iyaloja General, ably represented by Prince Sheung Olowo Kere. We also recognize the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Build the Youth, civil society here in our group, people living with disability, and all NGO present here. It is with profound honor and delight that I welcome you all to the 7th Budget Consultative Forum of the Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu-led administration. This gathering, hosted by the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget, continues our long-standing tradition of engaging the 5 divisions of Lagos State, that the representatives and contributions of all stakeholders are fully reflected in the budget preparation process. This forum has, over the years, stood as a symbol of transparency, accountability, inclusion, and collective ownership of our state's budget. It is through this process that we have sustained the trust of our people and advanced participatory governance. As a government, our resolve to safeguard the well-being of Lagosians and sustain the growth of our dear state remains firm. The budget of sustainability builds on our past achievements and propels the Teams Plus policy agenda to secure Lagos' future. At its very core, it prioritizes the daily lives of our people, expanding access to healthcare, quality education, strengthening social protection, and creating jobs for our youth. Beyond this, it is about completing and expanding critical infrastructure, good roads that ease movement, provision of reliable potable water, and improved public health, housing initiatives that gives families security, efficient transport systems that connect communities, and urban renewal that enhances the livability of our city. Our philosophy has always been that democracy draws its true essence from the active participation of citizens. This is why our guiding slogans, Ajumoshe, meaning joint effort, continues to shape our actions. This deliberate inclusivity not only gives our people a stronger voice in shaping the budget, but also ensures that projects delivered reflect real needs and aspirations of Lagosians. Guided by our vision of all-inclusive governance and the maxim, no one must be left behind, this administration remains committed to ensuring that every Lagosian, regardless of age, gender, or social status, is carried along and catered for. This forum also provides an avenue to update stakeholders a performance of current year's budget, to provide clarity on resources available for the year 2026 budget, towards the integration of citizens-driven projects into the budget framework. The audience for this forum has been carefully drawn from across our society, and your presence here reflects the inclusivity that defines this process and our shared commitment to building a Lagos that works for all. Your Royal Highness, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me re-emphasize that the success of this administration rests on the collaboration of all. It is therefore our appeal that everyone continue to fulfill their civic responsibilities through regular payment of taxes. In doing so, you enable government to continue providing the essential infrastructure and services that directly involve the quality of life of our people. At this junction, let me once again encourage each division to present initiatives and projects that will enhance socio-economic well-being, stimulate wealth creation, and drive sustainable development across our state. On behalf of the Lagos State Government, the Honorable Commissioner, the Special Advisor, Economic Planning and Budget, Chief Resilient Officers, management and staff of the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget, I welcome you all to this all-inclusive budget consultative forum, and I wish us successful deliberations. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe.
Please, can we give me another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? When he said Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe wa ni, mo wonder pé kí ló fà tá a ṣe wà bí báyìí? Ṣáfẹ́ Jùmọ̀ṣe ni, ẹ jẹ́ ká tún sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Ó dà pé àwọn bíbá ni wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ ká jọ tuja, àwọn apá bíbá wọn dá lóhùn. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Bó ṣe yẹ kó rí nìyẹn o. Thank you very much, Mr. Femi Orojimi, for that introduction as to the reason why we are here. I think it's very significant at this point, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to perhaps introduce someone that will cascade this information to us properly. First, she just stepped down now. We have Madam Wumi with the sign language, and Mrs. Bodede, she will be doing the interpretation into Yoruba. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi fún wọn ní àtẹ́wọ́ tó rinlẹ̀ o. Ẹ ṣeun.
Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo ilé o. Èyí ni ògbúfọ̀ ìkíni káàbọ̀ ọ̀gá àgbà lẹ́ka iléeṣẹ́ ọba tó ń rí sí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé àti ìṣúná ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Fẹ́mi Ọ̀rọ̀jìmí, níbi àpérò ìpalẹ̀mọ́ ètò ìṣúná ẹgbàá ọdún lé mẹ́rìndínlọ́gbọ̀n tó ń wáyé lẹ́kùn Ẹ̀pẹ́ lónìí ọjọ́ Ẹtì ọjọ́ 12 oṣù kẹsàn-án ọdún tí a wà yìí. Ṣáájú, Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ọ̀rọ̀jìmí kí gbogbo wa káàbọ̀ síbi àpérò yìí, ní pàtàkì jùlọ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọba aláyélúwà wa tó gún wá síkàlẹ̀, ẹ̀yin lóókọ àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Wọ́n tẹ̀síwájú pé tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ àti inú dídùn ni àwọn fi kí gbogbo wa káàbọ̀ síbi ìpàdé àpérò gbogbogbò fún ìgbáradì ètò ìṣúná ọdún tó ń bọ̀ yìí. ẹlẹ́ẹ̀keje irú rẹ̀ lábẹ́ ìṣàkóso ìjọba gómìnà Babájídé Olúṣọlá Sanwó-Olú. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ọ̀rọ̀jìmí ní àpérò yìí tí ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ ọba tó ń rí sí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé àti ìṣúná nípínlẹ̀ Èkó ṣagbátẹrù rẹ̀ jẹ́ ìtẹ̀síwájú àṣà ọlọ́jọ́ gbọọrọ bíi etí aṣọ, èyí tí ó ń fi àyè gba ìkópa tó jọjú láàrin àwọn ẹkùn márààrún tí ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó pín sí, kí èròǹgbà àti àbá ẹ̀yin alẹ́nulọ́rọ̀ bá lè rídìí jókòó bí ìyá igbá nínú ìpalẹ̀mọ́ ètò ìṣúná. Wọ́n tẹ̀síwájú pé àpérò yìí ti fi ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún sẹ́yìn dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí àmì àkúnyawọ́ ti ìjíyìn iṣẹ́ ìríjú oníhògbangba òkedere ti ìfàyègbani àti ti àjùmọ̀ṣe ètò ìṣúná ìpínlẹ̀ wa. Wọ́n ní nípasẹ̀ ìlànà yìí kan náà ní àti túbọ̀ fìdí ìfọkàntán ìyè ènìyàn wa àti ti ìjọba alájùmọ̀ṣe múlẹ̀ dọ̀yìndọ̀yìn. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìjọba, wọ́n ní èròǹgbà láti dáàbò tó nípọn bí awo erin bo ìgbáyégbádùn gbogbo olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àti láti túbọ̀ fìdí ìdàgbàsókè ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó wọ̀n fúnra rẹ̀ múlẹ̀ ló jẹ àwọn lógún tí kò sì lè yingin. Wọ́n ṣàfikún pé ètò ìṣúná tó gbò walẹ̀ mọ́lé àwọn àṣeyọrí wa gbogbo látẹ̀yìnwá, bákan náà ni ó sì tún tukọ̀ ètò ìṣàkóso ìjọba aláfikún síwájú sí i láti fààyè gba ọjọ́ iwájú rere fún ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Nínú kúlẹ̀kúlẹ̀ rẹ̀, ètò ìṣúná náà tún yan ìgbé ayé ojúmọ́ àwọn ènìyàn wa láàyò, àmúgbòòrò àǹfààní ètò ìlera tó pójú owó, ètò ìkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó yè kooro, ètò ìdáàbòbò àwùjọ tó fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀ àti ìpèsè iṣẹ́ ajé tó ń tán ìṣẹ́ fún àwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa. Tayọ èyí, ètò ìṣúná náà tún ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú àṣeyọrí àti àmúgbòòrò ìpèsè àwọn ohun amáyédẹrùn, àwọn òpópónà tó já geere fún lílọ bíbọ̀ ọkọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn, ìpèsè omi tó mọ́ gaara fún ìlera pípé, ìpèsè àwọn ilégbèé ìgbàlódé fún ìdáàbòbò mọ̀lẹ́bí, ìpèsè àwọn ìlànà ètò ìrìnnà tí yóò so àwọn agbègbè pọ̀ àti ìsọdọ̀tun agbègbè tí yóò fààyè gba ìgbésí ayé ìrọ̀rùn láwọn ìgboro wa. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ọ̀rọ̀jìmí tẹ̀síwájú pé ìjọba nínú àròjinlẹ̀ rẹ̀ ìgbà gbogbo rí orísun ìjọba tiwantiwa gẹ́gẹ́ bí èyí tó ṣẹ̀ wá láti ara ìkópa takuntakun ẹ̀yin ará ìlú. Èyí ló sì ṣokùnfà bí àsọtọ́ tí a yàn láàyò ní àjùmọ̀ṣe ṣe ń tọ́ ìṣísẹ̀ àti ìṣe wa. Bí àjùmọ̀ṣe yìí ṣe fún ẹ̀yin ará ìlú láǹfààní láti kópa nínú ìpalẹ̀mọ́ ètò ìṣúná, bákan náà ni ó tún kàn nípa pé àwọn iṣẹ́ àkànṣe àti ètò ìdàgbàsókè tí ìjọba pèsè gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ èyí tí ẹ̀yin aráàlú fẹnupèlé lórí pé ẹ nílò wọn. Wọ́n tún ṣàlàyé pé ìjọba ń làkàkà láti mú ìlérí ètò ìjọba alájùmọ̀ṣe rẹ̀ ṣẹ láláì yọ ẹnikẹ́ni sẹ́yìn, yálà nípasẹ̀ ọjọ́ orí, akọ̀ǹbábo tàbí ipò láwùjọ. Wọ́n ní ètò àpérò yìí tún pèsè àǹfààní láti fi tó ẹ̀yin alẹ́nulọ́rọ̀ létí bí ìmúṣiṣẹ́ ètò ìṣúná ọdún yìí ṣe ń lọ sí, bí omi ṣe pọ̀ tó lámù ìjọba fún àgbékalẹ̀ ètò ìṣúná ọdún tó ń bọ̀, pẹ̀lú fífi àyè gba àwọn iṣẹ́ àkànṣe tí ẹ̀yin ará ìlú ń pòǹgbẹ rẹ̀ nínú ètò ìṣúná náà. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ọ̀rọ̀jìmí sọ di mímọ̀ pé gbogbo ẹ̀yin akópa níbi àpérò pàtàkì yìí la pè ní tìbútòrò àwùjọ wa, bí ẹ sì ti jẹ́ ìpè wa láti bá wa péjú pésẹ̀ síbí ṣàfihàn àjùmọ̀ṣe tí a nílò láti fi kọ́ ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó tí yóò gbé tonílé tẹlẹ́mù. Wọn kò ṣàìrọ̀ àwọn ọba aláyélúwà wa gbogbo, ẹ̀yin àlejò pàtàkì pẹ̀lú ẹ̀yin akópa gbogbo lọ́kùnrin àti lóbìnrin pé àṣeyọrí ìṣàkóso ìjọba tó wà lórí àlééfà báyìí nílò ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ àti àtìlẹ́yìn kó wa bí ìgbà ẹ̀kẹ́ ti ń fọwọ́ ti lé tí ìgbà aláàmú sì ń fọwọ́ ti ògiri. Wọ́n tún rawọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ sí kó wá pé kí a túbọ̀ máa tẹ̀síwájú nípa ṣíṣe ojúṣe wa sí ìjọba, ní pàtàkì jùlọ sísan owó orí wa déédé sápò ìjọba, èyí tí yóò fún ìjọba láǹfààní láti rómi bùlámù ṣe ìpèsè àwọn ohun amáyédẹrùn tí yóò mú àyípadà rere bá ìgbé ayé àwa ará ìlú, nítorí tí bá àṣẹ ò bá ṣe kò sí ohun tí bá àlá fẹ́ lá. Wọn kò ṣàìtúnrọ́ kó lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i pé kí ẹkùn kọ̀ọ̀kan fi àwọn ètò àti iṣẹ́ àkànṣe tí yóò mú ìlọsíwájú bá ètò ọrọ̀ ajé, ìgbáyégbádùn, ìpèsè ohun àmúṣọrọ̀ àti ìdàgbàsókè ẹkùn wọn ṣọwọ́ sí ìjọba. Lákòótán, Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ọ̀rọ̀jìmí kí gbogbo wa káàbọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i síbi ìpàdé àpérò pàtàkì yìí lórúkọ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, kọmíṣánná, akọ̀wé àgbà, olùgbanilámọ̀ràn pàtàkì, àwọn lọ́gàálọ́gàá àti gbogbo àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ lẹ́ka iléeṣẹ́ ọba tó ń rí sí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé àti ìṣọ́ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó pé a kú àpérò o. Ẹ ṣeun a dúpẹ́ pé ẹ jẹ́ ìpè wa. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó àjùmọ̀ṣe gbogbo wa ni.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bá mi fún ọ ní àtẹ́wọ́ tó rinlẹ̀ o. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Kẹ̀sì wá máa wò mo gbọ́ Yorùbá gan o. Ó yẹ kí n sọ Yorùbá fún yín o. Something like ṣé kí n sọ Yorùbá? Mo fẹ́ sọ ni. But ẹni sùúrù ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọ́kọ́ sí ìbò náà, a máa continue later. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, when the interpretation was on, the Honorable representing EPE 1 in the Lagos State House of Assembly, resplendently dressed, please can we make welcome Honorable Tomo Abiodun. You are most welcome, sir. We appreciate your presence. Please, can you give him a resounding round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? At this point, we have 3 goodwill messages to this morning. I would like to call someone who, being a broadcaster myself, I get to read his story all the time. At one point, I was wondering, because he has this affinity for building blocks of classrooms. Everywhere you go, you hear him talk about, well, having done perhaps some palliative, the next thing you hear is education is very important. I'm sure when I mention his name, you will understand who I'm talking about. Please make welcome for his goodwill the member representing EPE Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives. Please make welcome Honorable Wale Raji for his goodwill message. Let's encourage him. Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. Tẹ́bà pàtẹ́ wọ́n máa sọ Yorùbá o. Yorùbá mi jẹ́ ìrìnlẹ̀ gan o.
Thank you. Thank you. Mo kí gbogbo yín o. Ẹ̀yin náà, mo kẹ́yin náà. Your Royal Majesties, Ọba Kamarudin Ìṣọ̀lá Animashaun, the Ọlọ́jà of EPE land, and the permanent vice chairman EPE, Lagos State Council of Obas and Chiefs. Látòrí ìtọ̀dọ̀ tí yín mo kí gbogbo àwọn ọba ládéládé tó wà lórí ìjókòó, mo kí yín o, mo kí gbogbo kábíyèsí tó wà lórí ìjókòó. The political leaders tí wọ́n wà lórí ìjókòó, with the Atpàṣẹ of EPE land, a member of GAC, I almost said Kabiesi. But anyway, you are Kabiesi politically. Kabiesi, so I left him watch Atpàṣẹ. So our leader, Shakiru Dean Akoni Seriki, Mokinyo, Mofi, and through you, I recognize all the political leaders in attendance. I won't forget Baba. Who says, what did you say? Iboni leader one wo, ẹ̀yin lẹ́jẹ̀ mọ́ nǹkan mi jẹ́jẹ́ tí ń pè o. Wọ́n kàbò, wọ́n wòbò, wọ́n ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Wọ́n jẹ́ ìṣọ́bò, it's all right. So, ṣé ẹ̀yin lẹ́ni onshore Igbo, it's okay. So, through you, I greet all the political leaders in attendance. The Ìyálọ́jà, mo kí yín o, mo kí gbogbo yín, mo kí yín lọ́tùn, mo kí yín lósì o. And the artisans have, right from the president of the tradesmen and artisans in Lagos State. Titi Loba Gbogbo, àwọn artisans, mo kí everybody. Now, I'm here just to deliver a good. Oh, Dodo. Anyway, mo ti. Well, today is not my town hall meeting, so my reserve will comment to me. But it's been a very good ally in the service of the good people of EPE. Honorable Tobun, we've come a long way, and we have formed a very good partnership that has assisted us in taking representation, redefining representation in EPE federal constituency, and we have jointly impacted positively on the lives of people of EPE federal constituency. I appreciate your cooperation. I appreciate your partnership. It's a competitive, progressive partnership. Thank you. Now, the representatives of the Lagos State government here present, right from the representative of the Honorable Commissioner, Otto George, I thought I would meet him here. You guys are doing a very good job, and we appreciate it. Now, the whole essence of our being here, it's our unique style in Lagos State. Lagos State is always exemplary. That this consultative thing, you are only showing one thing, demonstrating one thing, that governance is about the people. And one day I file Ori, Olori, Leyin Olori. If the budget is about the people, you cannot sit down in your office, in the comfort of your office, and plan for the people. Creating this avenue to get input from the people is highly commendable. And that is why Lagos State is unique. And that is why we have been exemplary. And that is why we've been able to make impact, positive impact on the lives of our people. So this is commendable, and we urge you not only to listen to what our people are saying, but to ensure that it's taken care of in the budget. Not only being put in the budget, but also ensuring that it is implemented. And one major issue that has really been a challenge here, I'm sure people will still talk about it, is issue of power. Issue of power. Power has been a major problem. Supply of electricity. Electricity is a major problem, it's a major challenge to us in EPE, and I hope the government will take the bull by the horn and address it frontally. It's been lingering for a long time, and I think the time has come for us to find a solution to it. It is beyond what local government can handle. It is beyond what we even can handle as the representative, or either at the federal or state level. It is the state government that can champion the issue of electricity in EPE. So please, take note of this, along with others that will be suggested later on. So I commend the governor. It's our government anyway. So, and you are doing very well. In EPE, we need more presence of the government, because the EPE remains the division with the largest land mass in the state. And kò síbi kan tí development ń lọ mọ́ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ẹ ti kọ́ gbogbo Èkó tán, ẹ ti kọ́ gbogbo Victoria Island. Ẹ̀pẹ́ ló kàn, àwa ló kàn, àwa ló kàn. So àwa ló kàn. So please pay attention to us. Pay attention to us. And in terms of development, virtually gbogbo on for industrial development, and our people are mainly farmers and fishermen, so we have very little left to practice our occupation. So we should find a way of addressing the problem of unemployment. Youth unemployment. Please, we need industries in EPE to employ young more. Dangote is here, but Dangote is high tech. You know, come out was low level something. Please, we need skills acquisition and issue of factories, industries that can accommodate that to provide jobs for our youth, you know, is very essential. So I thank you very much. I hope you take this message back. On our part, we will continue to support the state government in the provision of infrastructural facilities. So, infrastructural facilities in the area of education. I mean, we, as representatives of people, we have filled the gaps that are existing in some areas. As we speak, we have provided through our constituency project over 170 classrooms in various schools with furniture. By Monday, a total of 4 new schools will be taken off, you know, courtesy of our constituency project. At Okwabe, we have just provided a new secondary school there for them. At Owuikosi, a new secondary school. At Ilegi, a new secondary school. And Temu Senior Secondary School will also will start academic activities. It will be recalled that in 2022, we established the Temu Junior Secondary School. So, and also in the area of commerce, local commerce, to ensure that the control of our local markets is in the hands of our people. We are, by the time we finish all our projects at Ayetoro, Togo, Mowale in Agbowa, we will have provided close to about 800 shops and stores all over. And all these shops and stores are being given out free of charge to the people. And we'll continue. This is to complement what the state government is doing. And I'm sure by the time my brother in the House of Assembly, by the time he's given the opportunity to talk, he will also let you know a lot that we are both doing together. So, I mean, I congratulate the people of EPE that you have chosen right, both at the state level and at the federal level. And by the special grace of God, I appreciate your support at all times. And by the special grace of God, we will not disappoint you. We will not disappoint you at the state level. We will not disappoint you at the federal level. Thank you, and God bless.
If you are happy to have heard from your representative, can you give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Well, I'd like to state this. It was supposed to be it was supposed to be a goodwill message, but if Honorable Wale Raji hasn't spoken the way he did, I would have wondered whether he's a politician or a true representative of the people. But of course, he has used this opportunity to speak as a true politician and a true representative of the people of EPE Federal Constituency. Please, can you give him a round of applause? However, I'd like to crave the indulgence of the Honorable representative that since you are in the habit of building schools all around, I stay in another part of Lagos. Ṣé ní extra fund fún school ní apá abitawa wa? What's in Nikinwaba? I will talk to him later. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, please can you give Honorable Wale Raji another round of applause? Well, the next person I'm about to call for his goodwill message, I am sure will do the same line because he also reflects the wishes of the people he represents. But before I do that, I'd like to recognize the Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund, a federal government agency saddled with the responsibility of employees' welfare. Please, can you give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? I also like to recognize the CDC chairman, EPE local government, Chief Bashorun Abayomi. I also like to recognize CDC chairman, Ibejuleki, Honorable Jabita Adeboye. I'd like to appreciate the presence of CDC chairman, Lekki LCDA, Honorable Adeleke Olabanjo. You are most welcome. We appreciate you. Please, I'd like to welcome to this podium one of the vocal voices in the State House of Assembly. If you know he speaks his mind always. Please make welcome a member representing EPE 1 constituency in the Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Tobun Abiodun. Please keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. You're welcome, sir.
First and foremost, I want to stand on the well-established protocol by my brother, Honorable Wale Raji. But before then, mo kí gbogbo àwọn ọba aládéládé kábíyèsí o, mo kí yín. Through our Baba, Baba Oloja, mo fi kí gbogbo àwọn ọba tí n bá ní kí n máa dárúkọ ní one after the other time máa lọ. A kí gbogbo àwọn high chiefs. We greet all the olórí, all the mortgages, the CDAs, the market men and women, and all the political leaders. Mo keep our Adaraji boya ina oluma dari pe ma binu. Mo ki na mo tun ki I use the opportunity to greet our father, our political leader. If you call him the Grand Chief Imam of the politician, yes. If you call him the chairman, council of politicians in Ekpe division and permanent vice chairman in GAC, Baba, you deserve it. Alhaji Shakiru Akoni said, long may you live, sir. In good health and long-term blessings. Baba, Baba, our staff, Honorable Asiu, Odeyemi Asabi, was a member in the parliament. Moki Yinsa, Moki àwọn dáàbò tí wọ́n jókòó, Moki gbogbo ọkùnrin, Moki Moki Oyunu, Moki Àṣẹ̀dí, and I greet all the officials. I greet you, sir. Well, good tidings from Lagos State House of Assembly. I want to thank God for giving us today. I take an apology on behalf of my partner, Honorable Sylvester Nkeru, who is unavoidably absent. I just take excuse on his behalf. So on his behalf, I took excuse. Please pardon him, he couldn't come because he was unavoidably absent. So please pardon him for not being here. So a good tidings to all of you. We want to thank you. We want to thank the community. We want to thank the traditional rulers for standing by our party, the Progressive Party, who is doing progressively well in Nigeria, Lagos State, and the we want to thank you. We want to appreciate the Governor of Lagos State for what he's doing to us in this. We will be looking at it, that what has he done so spectacularly? It has done wonderfully well. To the best of our knowledge, because we interface with him on a regular basis. And we do what he did. Maybe if it were to be another governor, maybe those roads will be contested. And I know when in Azum office, within 6 months, he ensured that we were able to access from Ogun State to Ekpe. Because when the last administration wound up, we could access through Mojo that the place has broken down. That is good. And from Eleko to Ekpe, we spent hours. Today, under 20 minutes, we are in Ekpe. So we want to appreciate it. But like a proverbial Oliver Twist, we still want more. And we want to appreciate our people for making us proud. Because at the last election, Ekpe was ranked among in Lagos State. So we thank all of you, our leaders, who work day in, day out to ensure that our party did not fail. Our party did not falter. Nor did our party or any party at all even have a way to got any votes in Ekpe. We thank you so much. We thank you so greatly. I just want to urge you and appeal to all of us. Here we are. The officials who used to pick projects are here. Officials who used to appropriate money are here. Please participate effectively. Tell them what you want. Sọ gbogbo ohun tẹ́ fẹ́ fún wọn. Èmi ti fẹ́ máa sọ́nà, but ká ní sùúrù tó ràn bàbá wà lórí ìjókòó. Èyí tí wọ́n bá sọ, àwa náà sọ. Ẹ jẹ́ kán kọ sílẹ̀. Àwa ti ṣe constituency meeting tiwa máa send ẹ̀. But èyí tí wọ́n bá gbé láti bí báyìí. And it will form part of the body of the budget. And be allocated accordingly. So, Ejo, please, I want you to participate effectively. We speak Yoruba on Thursdays. So, speak in Yoruba. If you don't know Yoruba, speak in Hausa. So, we will interpret it. So, or any language, please. And I further want to appeal to our officials. Pick and whatever you pick here, please ensure that everything gets to the this, our community, our division, we are progressive. And we must reap the fruits of our labor. So God will assist us. So I don't want to take too much of your time. Yes, I have campaigned. I have done town hall meeting. I have presented so much project. We are not resting on our horse. We will continue to do what we can do, and we continue to do to our constituents. And by God's grace, we want to be happier when we leave office that we have impacted positively on the life of our people. So God will assist us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please, I would like to welcome someone who speaks for those who need government. Please, can we make welcome the Director of Social Protection Coordinating Department from the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget, Mrs. Oluwakemi Adediji. Okay, thank you very much. We'll end that. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to okay. Please, I don't know if you could see Jiri is here. Please, Honorable Wale Anomo, please, can you give him a round of applause? We are happy to have you here, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to here, and I'm happy to present to you someone who can speak to the issues of economic planning. Distinguished guest, someone who is versatile, cerebral, we need to explain in detail what the has for us. Please, for his presentation, special advisor to Mr. Governor on Economic, Mr. Olalekan Hafiz Balogun. Please give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Very much. Good to know our distinguished guest here today. The craved indulgence. And here in this room, excited about EPE division. We have to give ourselves a round of applause. This is the 4th division. Tamalon. I can confidently tell you, Nibubo division started. Our political leaders. Highly grateful, our highly honored, and it that progress and the development of EPE matter to all our stakeholders. While I say I please your part to existing protocol, I must mention our fathers that are here today. Àforíjì mo fẹ́ tara yín kí gbogbo àwọn lọ́balọ́ba àwọn kábíyèsí tó wà níbí báyìí lẹ́nìí ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ tẹ́ fi jókòó yín yẹ wá sí àdúpẹ́ fún yín. Then also our father, another father of mine, okay, mo ti sọ pé mo ní bàbá rẹpẹtẹ níbí báyìí, so Alhaji Shakiru Akànní Seriki, a GAC member, Baba Bamu, ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ sir. Our representative at the Federal House of Reps, EPE Federal Consultative, Honorable Wale Raji. Thank you so much, sir. Another father of mine. I'm not just calling them my father. I want you to understand that I have personal relationship with each and every one of these distinguished individuals, and I'm so excited and happy to be in your midst here today. Honorable Abiodun Tobo, the brand new Balogun of EPE, a member of EPE Constituency 1 in the Lagos State House of Assembly. Thank you very much, sir. I would just please all duties, all courtesy to everybody here today, so we can move on because of time. Also, I would like to tender my sincere apologies of my honorable commissioner, Mr. Oklo. So you have to turn. Very highly, but I'll do my best to deliver his presentation. And thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. So once more, it's just for me to welcome every single person here today to the Budget 2026 Consultative Forum. Just to give some background of what we are doing here today. Every year, when we want to start the budget process for the following year, we visit the 5 EPE divisions of Lagos State. Yesterday, we were in Ikorodu. Today, we're in EPE, and the last one for us to visit next week is Badagry. So, some people that are familiar with this process already, for those of us that are not familiar, we have this gathering, this sitting. Government has identified that we cannot do it on our own. Even in the slogan of Lagos State of Ajumoshe, Ajumoshe means partnership. We identify and we do know that the progress and the development of the state lies in the collective efforts of us all. Those of us in government, the private sector, and the citizenry. There's a saying popularly shared by someone that I look up to a lot, which talks about how you should not love the people the way you think they should be loved. The people should be loved the way they want to be loved. And this kind of gathering gives us the opportunity to share how we want to be loved, just metaphorically speaking. This is just I've already gone through the introduction of the reason why we are here today. I have some economic highlights that I'll just breeze through because of time. I won't bore us too much with that. I'll share some highlights around the Lagos State Development Plan that was commissioned by Mr. Governor. Excuse me. And I'll give a status report of the 2025 budget performance so far, the achievements we've been able to record, the successes we've been able to record so far, and our plans for the rest of the year and our plans for 2026. We'll also share some iconic projects in the division that are to Mr. Governor, and we actually have a video that we'll share that would play during my presentation. Thank you. So, like I said, I already went through some introduction. It's just to go ahead and say that the year 2026 budget is going to be determined on the needs and assessments of what the people want. This budget is not just about numbers, it's about aligning our spending with the priorities that will drive growth, improve services, and make us a better place to live for our people. In terms of bringing governance closer to the people, we have identified that we need to have sittings like this. It's the wish of Mr. Governor to do this even more often, but in the exercises of his job, at least we have the budget preparation cycle, the opportunity to do this. Next slide, please. So this slide just talks about our performance so far. I'll get to that in the later on. Our vision and mission. Next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide. Yes, thank you. So Lagos remains, the largest city in Africa. with an estimated population of over 29 million people. This city by high economic growth, growing urbanization, and improved cultural diversity. Interestingly, the state is ranked as the leading startup ecosystem in Africa, having increased by 12 spots in the global ecosystem indices. It boasts notably of unicorns such as OPE, Flutterwave, and hosts the Pan-African e-commerce giant, Jumia Group. Some of us may be familiar with the online marketing group, Jumia. Furthermore, the state has more than 500 startups, accounting for over 73% of national startups, and is ranked the first in Africa in terms of consumer goods industry. It's also the only African city among the 70 global startup ecosystem, and I believe that deserves a round of applause. Our dear state, Lagos, remains resilient in high resilience on the IGR, which contributes to 67% of our total revenue, accounts for more than 18% of the national GDP. Given the infrastructure-driven orientation state, 20 years budget has been allocated to infrastructure renewal and development to accommodate the growing population. Moreover, the state has introduced several initiatives to promote the standard of living of our people, improve energy supply, expand infrastructure, enhance security, and ease of doing business. Next slide, please. So I believe before we go ahead to talk about the 2026 budget, it would be good for us to go in retrospect. So we've done a slide here that our 2023 budget up until our 2025 and some of the things that we were able to achieve. So just building on the successes of the 2022 budget, the 2023 budget was designed for continuity, and we actually termed that budget of continuity. Some of the highlights from that budget addressed issues around food security and providing rescue and emergency operation. We also worked on providing affordable housing and expanding the social intervention and humanitarian programs of Mr. Governor. Continued improvement of education, healthcare, technology, food processing, sports and youth development. Some of us may notice that in year 2023, Mr. Governor upgraded his agenda from themes to themes plus. Plus meaning youth development, gender equality and youth engagement. The 2023 budget also focused on completing the blue line, first phase of the blue line, and it works on the red line. We worked around with the innovation, science, and technology to promote our intelligence gathering capabilities, further developing intelligence gathering capabilities to ensure security and safety. Moving on to the year 2024 budget, we emphasized key areas, including prioritizing and developing, also upgrading and maintaining our essential infrastructure to support growth and development. We are also in food security initiative, which were aimed at creating jobs and enhancing food security to ensure the well-being of our citizens. We also worked on creating an enabling environment to foster opportunities for all citizens, ensuring inclusivity. We also on promoting youth engagement, participation, and empowerment through our various initiatives championed by the Ministries of Youth and Social Development, Cooperation and Employment, Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, only but to mention a few. Moving on to our current year's budget of 2025. Next slide, please. Sustainability also still stands at the forefront. Lagos is about to finish the link bridge, and we are also building BRT lanes on the Lagos-Badagry Expressway from Donyo-Rile to Mile 2. Also, in terms of infrastructure sustainability, we are currently ongoing is the construction of the phase 2 of the blue line and the red lines. In terms of social and economic inclusion, we are building one of the biggest agro-food hubs in Ketu, working on agri-thon grants and training rice farmers to boost jobs and food production. We're also still very sure about youth and inclusion in programs. You may hear youth programs, youth development, social development repeatedly in my presentation. It is not my doing, not just because I'm a youth, but this is just because Mr. Governor Sanwo-Olu is a youth-centric governor. You can even see it from the people that work with him, from the cabinet members to the heads of agencies, about how he believes in the power and the value that the young people bring to the table. Additionally, still on the year 2025 budget, we were able to ensure the affordable, high-quality education, healthcare, and social service for residents. Also trying to create job opportunities and strategic investments to boost the economy. Next slide. So this slide just talks about the things. Next slide, please. So this slide talks about the things that are happening on the global scene and how it affects Nigeria and how it affects us in Lagos State as a subnational. So just looking at it, the US escalating things that's around MSMEs. I don't want to spend too much time here. I feel like it's a bit, because of time, I don't want to spend too much of our time on this. And these slides are also available for us to share if anyone wants to probe them further. This next slide I will take to the development plan. So in year 2022, Lagos Economic Summit in Betty, Mr. Governor launched a 30-year development plan. Pretty much what the development plan talks about is the kind of Lagos that we all want to see in 30 years. We call it LSDP 2052. And has 447 initiatives, responsibility saddled by members of government, also members of the private sector. There are 4 thriving platforms that these 444 initiatives sit on, being thriving economy, human-centric society, modern infrastructure, and effective governance. So these initiatives are not just catchwords or catchphrases. They are actionable plans, medium-term, short-term rather, medium-term and long-term. What the ministries of government need to do, what the people of government of the society need to do in order to make us of in 30 years that we want Lagos State to be. The next slide. This is just some of the things that we've been able to complete from 2022 to 2025 so far around the development plan. Most of it is still ongoing, but in terms of completed, talking about shipping and logistics services with the Lekki deep sea ports. We talk about building the tech ecosystem in terms of Microsoft development
Not forgetting the routine maintenance of Shadi Street, Adewale Adesanya Street, Road, Mustafa Street, Uraka Street, Olowogbowo Street, Araromi Street, Aka Street, Odoyangushi Road, Fidipote Street, Okewode Street, Oba Street, Surulere Road. The essence is clear. The joy is palpable and delight to the soul.
Okay, torí ṣe gbádùn tán bẹ́ẹ̀ láti ilẹ̀ láti pé tí ṣùgbọ́n nísìn kọta need tí ẹ pọ̀ jù torí èmi gan ọlọ́kadà ni mí yóò ta fi máa ń tẹná mi báyìí lọ́wọ́ a need àti kan ṣe bọ́ọ̀bù síbẹ̀ fún wa ìjọba síbẹ̀ kan ṣe dáadáa torí àwọn kan ṣe títí ẹ̀ wà òkè àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́n tó ṣe fún wa.
ó kọ́ mi ní àdúgbò iná mo wà tẹ́lẹ̀ kó tó di pé wọ́n ṣe nígbà tó ṣe yìí àríyàtọ̀ ń bẹ bóyá bí títí ṣe wà tẹ́lẹ̀ mẹ́rin kan ni ó ṣe bọ́ kọ́lùkọ́ fẹ́ sọ ní pé ẹlòmíín sìn bọ́ eré tó ń sá yẹn ó ti pọ̀ jù ẹ̀kọ́ jẹ́ pé mọ́tò máa àdínà máa lọ eré tó ń bá ó ti pọ̀ jù tó bá lè bá wa ṣe àwọn bọ́ọ̀lù tàbí nǹkan tẹ̀ ṣe síbẹ̀ over speed don speed yìí bá ó ti pọ̀ nǹkan tí mo máa rí sí pé bó jẹ́ mi náà mo gbọ́ kadà dáadé tọ̀nà tó bá a ṣe ẹ̀bí tọ́lẹ̀ tí mo kò ní tán bẹ́ẹ̀ o.
To ensure that citizen participation is very and have verification exercises all around the divisions to ensure that this 2026 budget will be able to not just go through in past, but hear from the citizens firsthand and talked about in our 2025 budget and make sure that into our 2026 would also ensure that the so one of the things we're very happy for our 2026 consultative forum, we're going to do things differently this year. And ensure that for 2026, what we do in 2025, we have milestones we're going to report back to say this is what we have and achieved. So we're hopeful that our 2026 will be different this year. It will be more interactive, more engaging. Finally, we'd like to ask that citizens take participation and take ownership of the various projects in the various divisions and their various localities. They belong to you, they are for you, and we hope that we'll be able to come to be able to ensure that these projects that have been carried out in government are protected and are well looked after, and each of the divisions where this project has been. The Lagos State government and the Lagos State Ministry look forward to the successful 2026 consultative forum, and we look forward to continuously serving the people of Lagos State. Thank you.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, what we have is Themes Plus agenda, which is human-centric. No one is left behind, and holding themselves accountable to that. Our city's greatness lies in its smallest details. Lagos is not chosen between people, it's choosing wealth, especially for our people.
Please, can we give ourselves a round of applause for that presentation?
My name is Mr. Wasu.
Thank you. Okay, we're getting to the
our governor, Excellency.
Okay, I think
what he has done for this community. In fact, we really appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. Are we done? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, before, madam, can you just come close? To capture this. But this is what's going to happen after the interpretation of the of the presentation from the Commissioner. We're going to hear from our Representative Honorable Tobo, then followed by Kabiesi, followed by, I am sure a form has been passed around to all of us. If the form has been passed to you, please, we crave your indulgence to please fill it, and we will get the response from you. Please fill the forms that has been given to you, and that is how we go about it. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀kan sí èyí ní Ògbúfọ̀ àti Ìgékúrú àgbékalẹ̀ kọmíṣánná lẹ́ka iléeṣẹ́ ọba tó ń rí sí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé àti ìṣúná ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ọ̀gbẹ́ni ọkọ̀ olùdókòwò pàtàkì fún gómìnà lẹ́ka yìí náà ọ̀gbẹ́ni Abis Ládékan Balógun ṣojú fún ètò ìyẹ̀wò ìṣúná ẹgbẹ́ ọdún ó lé mẹ́rìndínlọ́gbọ̀n ètò wáyé lónìí ọjọ́ Ẹtì ọjọ́ kẹyìnlá oṣù kẹsàn-án wà yí ẹkùn ẹ̀pẹ́ gbogbo bọ̀ síbi ìpàdé àpérò yìí bí àwọn tó sọ̀rọ̀ ṣáájú ti kí wa tẹ́lẹ̀ yìí wọ́n tọrọ àforíjì bí kọmíṣánná wa kò ṣe lè bá bí ètò yìí nítorí wọ́n tún bá bí ó ṣe máa dá a lọ ni. ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó gẹ́gẹ́ túbọ̀ ìpàdé ètò ìṣúná ọlọ́dọọdún ti ẹgbẹ́ ọdún ó lé mẹ́rìndínlọ́gbọ̀n pẹ̀lú àtìyàn láti ṣàgbékalẹ̀ ètò ìṣúná tó fẹ́ wò bọ̀. èyí ló mú kí kọmíṣánná fi ìgboyà ṣàtúpalẹ̀ àwọn ipò aṣíwájú àti àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ọlọ́run òjọ̀kan tí ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ti pegedé fi gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ká àti ní gbogbo àgbáyé lápapọ̀. Wọ́n ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ìlú jùlọ nílẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ lóko olùgbé tí wọ́n lé ní mílíọ̀nù mọ́kànlélọ́gbọ̀n tí ó di ní ìkó mẹ́ta ní ọgọ́rùn-ún. Bákan náà kọmíṣánná tún sọ di mímọ̀ pé ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ni ó wà ní ipò kejì nínú àwọn ìlú tí ọrọ̀ ajé wọn wà yàmì jùlọ nílẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ tí ó wọ́n ìlú Cairo tí ó wà òkè ní pẹ́kípẹ́kí. wọ́n dájú sí pé ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó wa yìí kan náà ló ń gbẹ̀dẹ̀gẹ̀jì jùlọ pẹ̀lú pípa owó tí iye rẹ̀ tó ìdá mẹ́rìndínlọ́gọ́rin nínú ìnáwó wọlé lábẹ́lé láláì ìṣirò owó ìjọba àpapọ̀ mọ́. èyí ló sọ ọ́ di aṣáájú ìpínlẹ̀ tó wọlé rẹ̀ lábẹ́lé rọ́ àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ tó kù sẹ́yìn lólè Nàìjíríà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ló tún ní àwọn ìlú tó rí tajé ṣe jù nílẹ̀ adúláwọ̀. Kọmíṣánná kò ṣàfihàn dídú ṣíṣe ìgbésẹ̀ ètò ìṣúná ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ẹgbàá ọdún mẹ́tàlélógún sí ẹgbàá ọdún lé ẹ̀ẹ́dọ́gbọ̀n. Ṣé ó kú òkú nìbọn ró èyí ló mú kí ojúṣe ribiribi tó ti ń tawọ́ tasẹ̀ ní ìjọba túbọ̀ mú ìdàgbàsókè ọdún yìí. Díẹ̀ lára àwọn ojúṣe wọ̀nyí fífi ìṣàkóso gbogbogbò pẹ̀lú ìfẹ̀gbẹ́kẹ̀lé lára àwọn ọ̀dọ́, ìpèsè àwọn ohun amáyédẹrùn ìgbàlódé ní ìpèsè ètò ìkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìgbàlódé tí owó rẹ̀ kò ní ètò ìdókòwò balẹ̀ ojúṣe àjọ yòókù ṣe àǹfààní ètò ọrọ̀ ajé tí yóò tún nílẹ̀ nípínlẹ̀ Èkó fífún àwọn olùgbé ìrànwọ́ ìdàgbàsókè. Wọ́n tún ṣàlàyé àwọn ètò ìdàgbàsókè àti àsìkò ìmúṣẹ ọ̀kan wọn lábẹ́ ìjọba. Wọ́n ní ètò ìjọba ó kó ìdá okòólélọ́gọ́rùn-ún ó dín mẹ́ta, ètò ajé tó ṣẹnu ré kó ìdá méjìlélọ́gọ́jọ, ètò ìfọmọnìyàn ṣe kó ìdá mẹ́rìndínlọ́gọ́rin, nígbà tí ìpèsè àwọn ohun amáyédẹrùn ìgbàlódé kó ìdá méjìléláàádọ́rùn-ún. Ìgbà ìdàgbàsókè ìjọba wọ̀nyí jẹ́ ó lé méje lápapọ̀. Àkànṣe iṣẹ́ tó láti bú sọ̀rọ̀ ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó lára wọn ni abala kìíní yóò gbóná ojúlò fara lágbègbè Òmù níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ìbẹ̀jú ìtẹ̀síwájú àti òpópónà Jamiu Elétù àti ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Ìbẹ̀jú kíkọ́ ilé ìwòsàn ìgbàlódé fún ìtọ́jú àwọn tó ní tó sì ń tẹ̀síwájú lágbègbè Kétu Ìrìn ọ̀dọ́dà Buhari àti àdúgbò Anímàṣàhùn lágbègbè ti àdúgbò Ẹ̀lúkú ní Mọ́sáfẹ́jọ́ Àgbọ̀wá ìlú Màgbádé níbẹ̀ jùlẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ tún ilé ìwòsàn alábọ́dé tó wà lágbègbè àgbègbè Lẹ́pẹ́ kíkọ́ oríkò ìpèsè oúnjẹ àti ìṣẹ́ tó sì ń tẹ̀síwájú àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. àwọn iṣẹ́ àkànṣe wọ̀nyí ni a ti ń ṣe àfihàn wọn. ẹlẹ́rìí òun wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ tí bá wà pé.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bá mi fún wa. Thank you very much. I call on our representative in the House of Honorable Tomo. Please, can you give him a round of applause?
Thank you very much. Well, we have the video clips and we have listened with the rapt attention. Well, I want to tell you that I'm not thanking you enough. I'm not thanking you enough because when you look at what the state government did across the divisions, EPE will be regarded as the least. EPE division will be regarded as the least. That is just the truth. And I want to use this opportunity to appeal to budgets. MPBA, Abi? MPBB. We are not too happy. That is the truth. When you look at what is obtainable across other divisions, Lagbowa, Kofi Konpo, Eredo, EPE, just small. Because we love this party and we are working assiduously, so we should benefit more by God's grace. And I'm appealing to you, please, all of you should represent us. There, and God will assist you. You know, this for us to say it here. It's one thing for us. It's another thing for you to pick when you want to pick and write submission. So, and that is where the problem comes. So, next time, bye. 40, 50, 60 minutes kema sọ̀rọ̀ kema ti sọ̀tàn lórí project. Àwọn bàbá máa ń ní àwọn project ta ní tẹ ta máa fún yín. Yes, because of the paucity of funds, rural rehabilitations, patching should not be regarded as a project. Yes, please, God will assist us. Thank you very much. Having said that, the KBAC have a lot to say. The market men and women and the political leaders just pick one or two ones that cut across that is affecting everybody. Is there a rapporteur writing? There are. EPE, we don't have electricity. So, EPE division, we don't have electricity. That has affected us so drastically that business are not growing and we are not growing economically. So artisans are not working. So please, the 132 by 33 kVA that is coming from that is about 60-something% completed, you should make provision for funding it. If the federal government cannot do it in totality, please partner with the local, this federal government to complete this project. So please help us take it. 2, the bridge component of yes, you have done the dualization, but coming trailers are coming. See what is happening there. If the bridge component is not completed by this present administration, we have discussed it before this 2025 budget, and acknowledged he said they will do it. This administration is help us include it. Even if it is going to be ISPO, if we don't do it, trailers pass that place. By the time Dangote start operating fully, by the time the airport start operating fully, by the time they did, we will be in total mess. So, please, MPBB, put it in the budget. It is ISPO, the bridge component of the way. Thirdly, yes, we started the bridge from Shongotedo to Megun to open up C1. To open up C1. We are happy. But the completion should be included in the budget. The contractor will be well mobilized so that governor will commission that bridge before the end of his tenure. And the road leading from Elero back to Ito to Oriba, we should ensure, and from Oriba, they have to link Orubo. When they link Orubo, we bust out. And Agboa, the whole place is interconnected. We include it in. These are projects that we will celebrate, not the passing of road. Yes, we thank them for doing it for us, but these are monumental projects that we are appealing that you include in the 2026 budget. Yes, and I want to appeal that Lagos State government can establish a trailer park. You will see the mess that we are facing on this road. By the time full operation, some fertilizer companies start working, it's going to be terrible for us. So please, importantly, the General Hospital at Ekpe Central has been to FMC. Presently, our people are suffering. We want another general hospital. We want another hospital, and I can tell you, we have made provision. Please help us put it in the budget. Another general hospital. We have land at Ansarudin Primary School, Atelier Primary School, Mombosa, Ekpe General Hospital, Daddy, Askotimbo, oh, Kabiesi, Alailu, Mombo, Excuse me, sir. 57 local government. There is nothing bad in having one general hospital in all the local government and LCD. There is nothing bad in that. Hello, sir. There is one general hospital in all the local government or LCDA. Obada Road. Last year, we did the same thing. But to do reasonable part of it, Lagos State government has not been able to do anything. We want you to include it. Doing so that Lagos State government impact will be road will be completed. Conclude. The governor completed the jetty. Commission it. The and provide ferry. Provision ferry. They should buy more ferry. The jet. If the waterways are not ready, governor, that the jetty is ready. Commission it, and they should deploy ferry. So that now that BRT, because the component has not been completed, let we have ferry so that it will be faster, and it will be economically viable. Finally, so that you can contribute. The area where we get most of our food is TA. You know, finally, sir, TA, Imobido, Ilege, àwọn tó 2 kilometers. The free trade zone. And most of our folks come from the area. So let us assist them. So I don't want to talk too much. It will not be. God bless.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable. I'd like to invite for contribution this afternoon, representing the Council of Chiefs, but of course, we're speaking as chairman. Please let's make welcome Honorable. Please, can you give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen?
Royal Father, very KBC, the Grand Chief Imam in the EPE division, Apashe, Serikibam, established protocol. Our head mission to stand on the well-established protocol of the in EPE federal constituency, the state government, the 2026 budget consultative. We all know the budget, the instrument that talks about, and of course, expenditure that we are, and our leaders have been doing justice to the subject of the day. We want to tell the governor that we appreciate all, but EPE is an integral, and of course, EPE
of Lagos. Whatever we want Lagos to be, it is what we should project. We have, and we want to charge Mr. Governor. We need more projects to come to EPE local government. We need more projects to come to Eredo LCD. And of course, we need more of this project to come to Ikosi, Ejirin, Ibejuleki, and Lekki without exception. Of state security that should be coming, our roads, Honorable Tobu mentioned electricity, power is also, Mr. Governor has done more. We need more in the area of electricity, and you know, when there is power, there is life. We also need to also improve on the security of life and properties of our people, particularly in the houses. Mr. Governor has brought down Anokobaba is along Owu, and according to Wikipedia, 80% of the woodwork that we use in Lagos. So that means there will be pressure on our road. As there will be security pressure. Because arithmetic calculation, Mr. Governor has just brought about 1,500 sawmills down to Coast. So you can imagine the pressure on the road. Have a general hospital in our we appreciate our governor. Wants him to do. Thank you very much.
I'd like to make this announcement before I invite to speak on behalf of our Royal Father. I'd like to say after our Royal Father has spoken, we'll have a photo session. Those on the high, our Royal Majesties will just take the pictures. Yes. Most of it after the batch is already. Yes. So I was informed that Royal Fathers will speak, but I just don't know in what order. I don't know in what order to do. I was told that His Royal Majesty Alailuwa Oba Baba Ogunlaja Alade Shoyin of Odono Forija will kickstart. That's what I said. Thank you very much, sir.
Mo kí gbogbo ilé o. Gbogbo ìpapọ̀ ní pẹ̀jẹ̀ máa kí olóṣèlú bàbá bámú ẹ̀tọ́ àtàbújá náà ọ̀rẹ́bù tọ̀gùn ti sọ èyí tó pọ̀ jù náà rọ̀ ẹ̀mọ́ èyí tí ò sọ mọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀rí pé àtakò gbàdé ò tẹ́tí tó fèrè lè wọlé kẹ́ni iṣu kò sódò mọ́lá ń bẹ̀ ìyẹn tó bá ń lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kó bá dé ẹ̀kọ́ dé kọ́ má jù security ní erédò issue security there was a time tí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ àdúgbò àwọn àdúgbò àdúgbò làdìdì tì àdìrò Àbújá dánwò bọ́dá jẹ́ báyìí ó yìí wálẹ̀ díẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó wà ní ìwà nínú wọn bẹ̀ jì ẹ̀dùn láti bá wa bójútó bẹ̀rẹ̀ dáadáa. Now tẹ́ bá go round the radio axis ó ti di bọ́ọ̀dù wa ní gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì lónìí community land àwọn community land ti gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì àbẹ̀ mọ̀ community land kan àwọn leader àwọn baálẹ̀ bá ìlú kọ̀ọ̀kan tó wà jẹ́ because wàhálà àwọn tó wà ní ìlú kò dẹrùn o rárá so wọ́n jẹ́ ká mọ̀ wọ́n ní ìdọ̀sọ̀ pé ọ̀ pé kò rí òbí wọn ìbíjẹ́ ṣe sọ́fẹ̀ kí ni reason ní nǹkan fẹ́ kọ́lé láàrin ìlú ó lọ sí wọ́n ní wọ́n ti embargo ẹ̀pẹ́ tí mo ń sọ ẹ̀ kì í jẹ́ ẹ̀pẹ́ township ẹ̀pẹ́ ìdè kí ni reason jáàjẹ́ ní mọ ibi tá à ń lọ sí gómìnà kó bá wa mọ̀ kó ń ṣe a ò ta kó nǹkan tó ń ṣe and this wọ́n jẹ́ ká wọ́n dẹ̀ máa make sure pé wọ́n kó tí ẹni ìjù kan bá ti dé in terms of project àwọn tó wọ́n á ń du ọ̀rọ̀ project wọ́n Àbújá ni o bóyá wọ́n ń gbìyànjú ìgbàsọ́lọ̀ wọn wọn. ṣùgbọ́n a tún máa bá wọn sọ a tún máa bẹ̀ wọ́n kán tún jí àwọn kan ṣe kán tó bá kán tún pẹ̀lú àṣẹ chairman bàbá ọlọ́jà akin pé ẹkúṣẹ́ ibi tó bá kù sí ẹgbẹ́ ṣe dáadáa àfẹ́ kọ̀ndẹ́mù àfẹ́ máa kọ̀ndẹ́mù pé eléyìí ò dáa eléyìí ìṣègùn díẹ̀ ká tó bọ̀ ibi tó bá kù sí ẹ̀rọ àtúnbẹ̀ṣe ẹ ṣé o.
má bàa mi ká gbádá mi o.
àṣẹ mo kí yín rájí méjèèjì mo kí yín ẹsẹ̀ gbogbo yín mo kí èmi ò ní dúró lórí existing protocol tó yẹ tá a bá lọ dúró ọlọ́màjẹ kó kú orúkọ tèmi ni ọba bẹ́ẹ̀ adéríbigbé fellow Nigerians adé the fourth the Alayandelu of Oyo State. aṣọ yín yóò ní kádànù màá kọ́kọ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ìjọba torí wàá ṣe inú ìgbésí ayé wa àdúgbò yín lòdò àdúpẹ́ nípa tani bọ̀ tó sì kú lọ́wọ́ kọ̀ǹtrátọ̀ ní kò sówó wọ́n ti àbádọ́n ṣe nǹkan kan bẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ yẹn dẹ̀ rí kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ́dọ̀ mi sí yes 100 students in the class
lecture ẹ jọ̀ọ́ parí school yẹn káwọn ọmọ ilé odò adélu ọ̀nà ọ̀sà senior academy ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ó dẹ̀ sáàfù ìtumẹ̀ àyè àwọn ọmọ látàgbò wa láti ádámù ọlọ́run á ràn yín lọ́wọ́ wọ́n ṣe kó ọ̀dọ̀ tó ń jẹ wá ń yà títí ẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ó dé ìgbẹ̀yìn ó dé ọ̀tà ìkòsì lọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́fin òrùgbò tẹ bá débẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ọ̀gbọ́n tíjọba bá lè bá a ṣe títí mọ̀ pé lágbára ọlọ́run ẹ̀ ṣe é school ọ̀dọ̀ mi màálù jáwọ́ ọbẹ̀ ńjọ́ kan ọlọ́run ló ṣe. Odò Àyàndélú ẹ má bínú ọ̀rọ̀ ṣé má bínú ká má fọ ìjọba ẹ̀pẹ́ ọlọ́jà àti kò dédé ní abẹ́ ìwà. a ti gbọ́ pé lọ́ọ̀kan láti establish university also I may not pronounce it well but àti báyìí filẹ̀ ẹlẹ́ lódò ọ̀nà sà lábẹ́ mi ayé ti wà fún yín kẹ́ bá bọ́jẹ̀ tẹ̀ filẹ̀ ẹlẹ́ àwa ò ń bájọba dulẹ̀ rà. The land is already there for you to come and make use of. Ọba Àsùnmọ́ Adéríyì lódò Àyàndélú tẹ́ bá lè bá mi. Ọba Àsùnmọ́ Adéríyì ẹ wá bá mi táyẹ̀ kémi náà tẹ̀lé fi yẹn tí ó dá mọ́tò. Bàbá mi lé ọjà ìjìnrìn torí wọ́n ní ọjà ìjìnrìn kan òwò wá owó abẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ kì í jẹ́ nìyẹn ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ thank you.
Orúkọ mi olùfẹ́ alára ti ìlú Ìlara. A kí àwọn èèyàn wa tó ní jùlọ bàbá àti MHR wa àti a kí gbogbo yín o ẹ ṣé gan. Ọ̀rọ̀ tèmi ó dá lórí ọ̀rọ̀ eré. A fẹ́ fi yé àwọn ará ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣúná budget tóbi ju bí ẹ ti ṣe lérò lọ. Government ó ti tóbi dáadáa mú bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìdí nìyẹn tí a ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbà tí Honorable Tọ̀bù ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé erédò gangan ó ti ní General Hospital. Àyè sì wà tí wọ́n lè ṣe General Hospital sí fún. General Hospital ti hospital àwọn èèyàn wa akọ̀wọ̀n ọ̀gá wọn nítorí ìdí èyí kò lè jìnrìn General Hospital méjì lọ ní wọ́n ní Kétu wọ́n tún ní Àgbọ̀wá FCC wọ́n dẹ̀ tún sọ pé wọ́n fún àná so ẹlẹ́rìndò náà ò ní jáwé ní General Hospital tiwa. A tún tọrọ pé bẹ̀rẹ̀ kún gbogbo àwọn àdúgbò wa ló wà gbogbo inú lọ́hùn gba ìráyè ó ti kún of the communities. Wọ́n ti ṣe àwọn major roads wa à ń gbá. Then lẹ́ẹ̀kẹta rédò di dormitory hostel bí táwọn èèyàn gbé tí àwọn youth wa tó máa ti rí lé tí ó divert energy wọn láti lè máa ṣe àwọn tabasọ̀bẹ̀ di dormitory àwọn tó ń mugbó àdúgbò plan lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ kàn ṣe industrial. mo tó yín létí pé torí orí wa ló kún ta ní kí wọ́n bá fáwọn tó bá wa ṣe gbogbo pé kí wọ́n bá wa ṣe àwọn signs àwọn accident lọ́rùn àti traffic lights so that ní gbogbo àwọn níjà rí bí ogun jàǹbá mọ́tò wọ́n máa ń wa mọ́tò throughout gbogbo àwọ̀ òru ló ń wa mọ́tò ṣùgbọ́n tí ò bá sí àwọn traffic control traffic àbí àwọn sign rí bí ogun accident àtàwọn èèyàn wa ń béèrè fún nípa àwọn bíi ilé ìwé sí honourable wa MHR wa wọ́n ń gbìyànjú gidigidi wọ́n ń ṣe ilé ìwé fún wa ṣùgbọ́n a sì nílò ilé ìwé primary àti secondary ní àwọn ọmọ yẹn tó bá ń jáde ní primary secondary school ọlọ́wọ́ á ràn yín lọ́wọ́ God bless you.
mo kí bí mo kí sà mo dẹ̀ kí bàbá di ṣíwá bàbá wa rájínà tó wà ní báyìí mo dẹ̀ kí ẹ̀yin máa sọ̀rọ̀ ní on behalf of Honourable Ṣẹ̀san Ọlọ́wà of all Ìbẹ̀jú Lẹ́kì of today tí àpéjọ wò so ẹrù pọ̀ gbogbo ṣàmánù wa kó wá ẹjọ́ mo ní gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ wọn torí tá a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Ìbẹ̀jú Lẹ́kì àṣẹ wà ní level so I need more drainage ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ń bẹ tó jẹ́ another LC wọ́n ti fojú kọ iná tó dẹ̀ pé ara Lagos State náà tabadẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ income ní Lagos State lẹ́nìí àdúgbò yẹn pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí ń jáde dáadáa kó wá já àdúgbò yẹn ní òwà rí iná lò gbogbo ẹrù tí chairman local government wa bá kó wá ẹ bá wa gbà ẹ má yọ ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan kúrò níbẹ̀ thank you very much.
His Royal Majesty Ọba Adélàní Adégbàjọ tìlú Òwúgbàwòjọ mo kí gbogbo àwọn aláwọ̀ lórí Èkó ẹ̀yin bàbá mo tọrọ gáfárà àti bàbá bámú mi ò ní fẹ́ ká máa repeat nǹkan tí àwọn alájọ will amount to a waste of resources. However, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí ti Ọlọ́run tó bá jẹ́ pé program mẹ́ta péré lè máa ṣe trial 20 ẹ jẹ́ kí iná yẹn kó wà níbẹ̀. Kíní item tó ń bọ̀ láti ọmọ tó ṣọ́ náà máa dáhùn ní Ẹ̀pẹ́ kò jẹ́ ká ní bí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ṣe ń gbìyànjú tó ọlọ́ọ̀dẹ fún láti make sure yìí pé wọ́n regular kò mọ̀ sí bọ́n ṣe fẹ́ ṣe tí wọ́n bá ṣe kíní step opportunity. So nípa ìdílé yìí ẹjọ́ ẹlẹ́kṣọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ bá a ṣe torí ibi tí wọ́n ti mú náà fún wa ń sìn Ìkòròdú ni. So if any fault láti Ìkòròdú dé Ẹ̀pẹ́ ẹni náà wọ́n bá ṣe kó wọn ní àbí ní Òrùgbò àbí ní Àgbò. So and that has been happening to us for a very long time. Ẹjọ́ torí dọ́là àbẹ̀yìn tó bá jẹ́ pé ọmọ mẹ́ta péré lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ ṣe ẹ jẹ́ kí náà ẹ jẹ́ number 1 ẹ ṣe.
Orúkọ tèmi ni Aláyélúwà Ọba Adéwálé Mushafawa Abdul Ìyọlọ́fin Àjàyọ̀ Olúgbò Ìdó Olúṣe the second. Mo fi ìjókòó yìí kí gbogbo àwọn ọ̀gá mi láti fi bàbá ọlọ́jà àti gbogbo àwọn ládéládé tó wà. My political father, Baba Mokiyinsa, ẹ kú àgbà, ẹ kú iṣẹ́, ẹ kú ìtọ́. Inú mi dùn láti jẹ́ kan nígbà tí mo ń ṣe òṣèlú. And all the ministries officials that are seated here, thank you. While the president, mo dẹ̀ kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tí ó wá bí ní èní, ẹ ṣé, ẹ kú faradà, ẹ kú ìmúmọ́ra. Ní àkọ́kọ́, èmi ní àwọn nǹkan tí mo itemize tí mo mọ̀ pé ìjọba lè ṣe. Òrùgbò ni èmi wà. And I have Òrùgbò Kedere owó ìpẹ́ division as a whole. Èmi àti ibi ìtọ́ ìkín omi yẹn òun la ti bọ̀ la. Ṣùgbọ́n the first thing is I could remember nígbà tí wọ́n bí mi tábà tí ń bọ̀ láti Onípan tí wọ́n bí mi. That same road òun ló dé Ìjẹ̀bú Òde ibẹ̀ là ń gbà. But today, thanks to the government, they're doing fantastically well because presently àwọn guild tí wọ́n ṣe kọ̀ọ̀kan wà lórí ilé mi tí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ road construction yẹn. Ìtọ́ ìpín yẹn wọ bí tí Ìbẹ̀fún tó parí sí Ogun State government parí counterpart tiwọn kò sí ọ̀nà tẹ̀lé ìgbà tẹ́bà lọ́gbà ní oko rice. And what is that oko rice meant for? It's for feeding of the people. But nísìnyí ọ̀nà kò sọ́nà mọ́ níbẹ̀ yẹn lè it's just a little thing because nígbà tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ kí náà ti ọ̀nà the new road tí Ogun State government to take advantage Lagos State government láti complete and for that road tẹ́ bá gé mọ́tò jáde nsìn mọ́tò dá sí ẹ̀bùdé thank you 1,000 naira ní tẹ́ bá gba truck tó bá yẹ car ní 500 Ogun State government is making money out of there but ẹ wo span tó kù yẹn I think it should be in the state and federal government budget like I said yesterday kí wọ́n ṣe ọ̀nà yẹn láti tọ́ sí Ìbẹ̀fún. It is nothing to write home about. Now coming back to my house ní Òrùgbò láti ibi tọ́ ìkín yẹn padà lọ sí Àgbọ̀wá ilẹ̀ wà. The new university that is being proposed by Lagos State government, we have land for them as I speak. There is land for them to bring that university there. Yes, I can tell you confidently there's a land in my town. Our Obajoba Shote. We will give them land to bring that university there. Because I am not contesting or challenging anybody. There is land there for us. Now, Tebaku Olori yẹn, because my motto fáwọn aráàlú mi ni pé èmi ò fẹ́ bá gbogbo. And as I speak, there's a chief magistrate court in Òrùgbò Ìdó. Google it. If you have a case, all you need to do is just drive there. So, but that will complement so many things. Now, also, a ní àyè fún High Court. There is space for High Court. The Chief Judge of Lagos State, Alugba, came to commission that project for us. While all this thing is going on, where is the access road? Láti ẹnu ọ̀nà àti wọlé láti Ajébọ̀. Wọ́n kọrin kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan wọ́n ní ọjà Ìjìrìn. kò mọ̀ pé nìkan wá. When I was growing up, I knew what they called Ọjà Ajebo, which is called Ajebowale àti Ọjà Ìjẹ̀ni, are the two prominent markets in Epe division. But where are we right now? The reviving of that market is very, very paramount to me. When I came on board in 2019, I did all I could to revive that market. But to my surprise, thank God we're still there. So the land is there for the government to improve on that. Thank God to MHR. He flew the bridge and went to Itoki. Did fantastically well. Honorable Wale Raji, thank you. God bless you. He did well because the store market that are there. But we need an access road. Tẹ́ bá ṣe ń wọ ẹnu ọ̀nà láti Òrùgbò títí débi tí palace mi wà kò sí ọ̀nà o. Kò sí. When I said kò sí ọ̀nà, kò sí ọ̀nà. But the local government are doing what they could láti make sure pé wọ́n help wa. Same thing, we have primary schools, we have secondary schools on the highway. But as I speak, when you talk of time, that's not for me. I am here to defend my community. So, gbogbo àwọn yẹn, and I want to publicly tell the government now that Honorable Wale Raji is pushing for our own jetty. We have an abandoned jetty in Òrùgbò. But thanks to Honorable Wale Raji from the federal, they are working on it, which is 25 minutes to Falomo. From Òrùgbò to Falomo is 25 minutes on the waterway. So what are we doing? So the government should vote for that, and let's take the waterway as another means of transportation. The Oriba thing is just there. You see, all these things, then Sheni, Banana Island, Kinekon Island, Gbogbo Island here, àwa la need there o. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ti take care àwọn ọmọ àwa tí à ń bẹ lọ́hùn lápá bí, àwa la máa ṣe àwọn ọmọ yín léṣe o. It's not a rocket science o. So the government must shift to this side. Epe division is the new Lagos, which is where you have land. And please, I want the government to take advantage of that, and let's see what we can do. On that note, I will say a big thank you to the government for doing whatever they want to do, and God bless you, sir.
Summarize time to know what to sort of man. Ẹ ṣé orúkọ mi ni ọba Kamorudeen Ìṣọ̀lá Animashaun the ọlọ́jà of Ẹ̀pẹ́, chairman Ẹ̀pẹ́ divisional council of Obas, vice chairman Lagos State council of Obas. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa because of time a ti sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀, àwọn honourable ti sọ̀rọ̀. Lórí gbogbo ohun tí wọ́n sọ yìí, ẹ̀bẹ̀ ni máa bẹ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ aṣojú ìjọba tó wá fún ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Gbogbo ohun tí wọ́n sọ yìí, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa fi sí ìwé kí ẹ dẹ̀ jọ̀ọ́ bá a mú ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n ìtọ́jú mẹ́ òun náà ti tẹnumọ́ òun níná. Iná yẹn gangan ní kẹjọ. First and then ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń gbélé kíni tó ń gbélé lands lórí ilẹ̀ Ẹ̀pẹ́ yìí. So they have to. So kọ́ yọ kúrò agbára pọ̀ ni ẹ má wọrí. So kò sí wàhálà. So ẹ jẹ́ kí ó ṣeé ṣe torí gbogbo ohun tí wọ́n sọ yìí ló jẹ́ pé I need kò sí ìta lè dànù bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ìjọba máa bá wa ṣe ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa fún iná ní priority èyí tó jù nìyẹn lórí land use nítorí gbé embargo lé ẹ kọjú ọba lift ẹ kí àwọn ọmọ wa lè kọ́lé torí ẹ ti gbalẹ̀ wa tán Lagos State ti gbalẹ̀ wa tán náà. Free zone, airport, Alaro City, Dangote, refinery. So, ibà ìtókù ẹ jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ wa rí lò. Àwọn tó wà ní diaspora wọ́n pariwo tọ́ bá máa sọ sí wọn ní kò sí wọn lè ṣe sọ́ọ̀bì lẹ́pẹ́ ìyẹn ni kẹ́tọ́ bá look into wọ́n bá lift ẹ̀ a mọ̀ pé wọ́n ṣe restructuring but notwithstanding kọjọ because ẹ̀pẹ́ is going to be well planned but no matter how kẹjọ kẹjẹ ká ṣe torí gbogbo àwọn honourables wa wọ́n try so èyí tó kù yẹn nìkan bá wa ṣe so mo dúpẹ́ that's the end.
Ẹ bá mi sọ pé kábíyèsí o. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, I would like to inform this gathering that everything talked about here is being captured by our secretariat, and everything will be done to capture our voices, and that I need to let you know. But before we take the pictures, I'd like to invite Honorable Wale Raji to also lend his voice to this conversation. Please, can you give MHR a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. It's okay. Now, once again, Kabiyesi and the leaders and the representative of the ministry, mo rò wípé my suggestion, we have spoken at least a lot of our demands. But from my experience, I mean, as a civil servant, láti lè to make this sitting meaningful and not just ceremonial, I will request that you give us opportunity to go back home, local government by local government and LCDA. Let us document our requests in order of priority, so that you give us maybe by next week all these requests. Ẹ̀pẹ́ local government, Eredo local LCDA, Ekose Jinrin LCDA, Eleki and Ibejuleki. When it's documented, we will now present to you. It will now be a sort of agreement between us that Nkota and Feniyi is written down, so that when we meet next year, ibẹ̀yẹn láti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ discussion pé meeting tá ṣe ní èní for against the 2026 budget ọ̀wọ́ nǹkan tí a present lélẹ́yìí. Now tábà máa ṣe meeting yẹn because tábà kọ́tẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ open ní pé ń bo lẹ bàdé èwo lẹ ṣe nínú àwọn tí ó wà nílẹ̀ yìí, so that èwo ló kù, so kò kàn ní jẹ́ pé a kàn sọ̀rọ̀ dànù, you know. So I think that if this is accepted, I will want to move it as a motion that you give us 1 week to document our requests, local government and LCDA by LCDA, and present same to the ministry, so that you have a copy, we'll have a copy. That will now be the binding, the understanding between us. So, and that will be the starting point. If that is that motion seconded? And is that motion carried? Those who are in support say aye. Those against say nay. They are absent. So in that wise, Kabiyesi sir, Baba Bamu, now by this time next week, I make sure to gbogbo àwọn request wa are documented and they will be presented to you. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Olórúgbó, ẹ̀sán pé ńgbà tẹ́ yìí ń ṣòṣèlú, wọ́n pé bàbá bá mú ní lídà yìí, wọ́n á béèrè lọ́wọ́ bàbá bá mú pé ṣé ẹ ti kúrò lóṣèlú báyìí, ṣé ẹ ṣòṣèlú mọ́?
What a rhetorical question. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi fún Honourable Wale Raji ní àtẹ́wọ́ tó rinlẹ̀ o. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please, I will invite members of the high table to please come forward with His Royal Majesties to come have a photo session. At this point, I would also like to invite our Director of Monitoring and Evaluation Department, Mr. Fuad Oyede. Okay, sir. Wọ́n ní àwọn kábíyèsí wọ́n máa dúró sálẹ̀ pé kẹ́yìn dúró sókè. Ó máa wà okay. Wọ́n máa lè capture everybody. No, not national anthem. That's not what I'm saying.
Nàìjíríà yìí tí gbogbo wa ní kó máa gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ torí kò sí ibòmíràn tí a lè lọ àjò lè dàbí ilé ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ ká fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan gbé kémi gbé. Ṣàṣàrò ló dára ká finú inú ká fi kún lókun kí Nàìjíríà kó lè tẹ̀síwájú ogun ọ̀tẹ̀ yìí ti tó ká gbàgbé ìjà ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà Haúsá Ìgbò pẹ̀lú Yorùbá ṣe láṣàjọjì ìjà òmìnira ni a tún bára wa jà èdìrẹ́ ogun èṣù yìí gbé.
Good afternoon, everybody. Buki Aoba Ladi to one please permit me to stand on all the already established protocol. On behalf of the Lagos State Government, I wish to extend our deep appreciation to all our distinguished guests who, despite their many commitments, graciously made time to honor our invitation to this year's Budget Consultative Forum, organized by the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget. Over the years, Your active participation in this process has continued to provide valuable insights that shape our development agenda, set clear pathways for sustainable economic growth, and strengthen our collective resolve to build a Lagos that works for all. Your contribution also reinforces the all-inclusive agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration, guided by the principle that no one must be left behind, irrespective of age, gender, or social standing. We deeply appreciate the presence of our traditional rulers, community and religious leaders, the organized private sector, professionals, youth organizations, trade groups, NGOs, civil society, persons living with disabilities, amongst others. Your participation embodies the inclusivity that defines this forum and reminds us that governance is truly a joint effort at Jumoshe. We are confident that the outcome of today's deliberation will once again make a significant impact on the budget preparation process, ensuring that the interests and aspirations of Lagosians are not only captured but also prioritized and implemented. The Lagos State government remains resolute in translating these inputs into meaningful results. Better roads, reliable water projects, quality healthcare and education, decent housing, efficient transport, jobs and valuable initiatives of our youth, and a safer, more livable city for all. On this note, I would like to seize this opportunity to encourage every Lagosian to continue fulfilling their civic obligations, particularly the prompt payment of taxes, which remain vital for government to deliver equitable and sustainable development across all divisions in our state. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Lagos State government, the Honorable Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Mr. Okpe George, Permanent Secretary, Mrs. of the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget, Mrs. Olayinka Modupe Ojo, Special Advisor on Climate Change, Mrs. Titilayo Oshodi, the Chief Resident Officer of Lagos State, Dr. Folayinka Dania, esteemed directors, and the entire staff of the ministry, I express our heartfelt gratitude to you all for your presence, participation, and continued partnership. We remain deeply grateful for your support, and we look forward to greater collaboration as we advance the vision of a greater Lagos together. Thank you, and God bless you. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe wa ni. Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́lẹ́ bá rí o.
Mo dúpẹ́ oníbù ọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́ pẹ́ mi.